I'm Greg.
I'm Dan, and thank you for joining us.
I still got my ash intact here.
Mine fell away, but on the floor, not on my nice shirt.
You know, you're saying nice shirt like you should assume that other people appreciate that shirt.
I think everybody who sees the shirt likes the shirt. It's the attack helicopters.
I think what I need to do is get my. Oh, I just lost my ash. But it did fall in the
You
ashtray.
would in the ashtray.
So, but what I should do is get my iPad out here so we can see if there's any comments coming in.
You could do that. I got my phone right here. We could do it on my phone. You want to use the iPad? iPad's bigger.
I like the iPad because it's a little, easy for my eyes to see. Look at that. I'm getting a notification that the All Weather Cigars Heads are live. Maybe I can slip that up here. Get my cigar. So, we got this nice whiskey here from Wolfhead Distillery.
We got these amazing shirts. Look how we look, man. We look amazing today.
You came over with this nice shirt, and I thought, well, I gotta get a nice shirt. So I went and put the my shirt with all my kitty cats on it.
There you go.
Yeah.
And now we match. We're both wearing awesome shirts today.
But we got this Rocky Patel vintage 2003 Cameroon wrapper. Very fine cigar up to this point.
African Cameroon.
Did a little research on it.
Did a little research.
We
Found
also
out that much.
just did a video on this particular cigar. And we're going to post a more in-depth review and let's just say other stories. Not so much related to the cigar.
Not related to cigars.
But we did come up with this cigar and this whiskey is a very nice pairing.
Yeah, the whiskey is local. Wolfhead Distillery in Amherstburg, Ontario. They opened up 8 years ago, and this is 8-year-old whiskey. So I'm guessing the first thing they did when they opened that distillery is they made a batch of whiskey and then put it in a barrel, and we're enjoying it.
I like to think
8 years later.
I like to think they threw a bunch of rye in the barrel and stepped on the rye, with their bare feet, and made a great whiskey.
And I like to think that when they make whiskey, no feet were involved.
But yeah, fine. I'd say medium to mild flavor notes on this. Not overpowering at all.
Yeah, the whiskey is really bringing out the creamy notes from the cigar.
Still
get the baking spice on the retrohale.
The whiskey kind of took away some of the baking spice and the creamy notes have really taken over. There's a bit of a caramel flavor to the whiskey that's really pleasant. It's a stronger whiskey coming in at 54%.
Cask strength, so nice. It's not been deleted.
Great flavor.
Diluted. I think I'm deluded.
Need to,
or maybe I'm denuded.
It's a nice cigar smoking word, though. Diluted. Yeah.
It's not been diluted.
Yeah, very nice. Anyway, beautiful day today. Great day to get together. I mean, we couldn't have planned. Well, we can never plan the weather, I guess. But we
did plan to get together today.
Right. We couldn't have gotten more fortunate. There's another good cigar smoking word.
That is a good word. I like
more
that word.
Fortunate with the weather that happens to be surrounding us.
And if you'll notice, yesterday was cold. cold dish, like
Yeah.
21 degrees. And tomorrow is going to be like 21 degrees again.
Really? Well,
So
in the
21
evening
is 42, minus 4 is 38, plus 32, 70 degrees Fahrenheit.
right.
Yesterday and tomorrow.
Yesterday
But today
evening,
it's up over 80 degrees.
right. So it's quite pleasant now. But yesterday I needed a sweatshirt in the evening. It was a little chilly. There was a breeze in the air. And I think that wind chill, because you like it when I say that, that wind chill was just hitting me. And
Well, you see, I went outside yesterday as well,
yes,
but I stayed out of the wind.
and you were comfortable.
No, it was still chilly. I
All
needed
right.
a jacket. Because I wasn't in the sun. See, I think if I was in the sun, it would have been warmer. I wouldn't have needed the jacket.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
So they
wind,
talk about the
sunshine.
wind chill,
Right.
right? To cool you down.
Right.
But they don't tell the effect of the sun when you're out of the wind and you're standing in the sun, how much warmer it feels. That's discriminatory.
Discriminatory. There's a nice word too. Anything with more than 3 syllables, good cigar smoking words. Well, we got your dog Mango, and she's just walking around here. Sometimes you might see her in the background here, just enjoying the yard, you know. I think she likes it that I didn't cut the grass yet, you know, because the grass is fairly long. And
yeah. I cut my grass and it needs cutting again, so that's just the way of things.
It's that time of year, right? You know. So if you happen to be watching this, just curious what cigar of choice you might, or what cigar you may have recently had, if you don't want to partake with us during the live.
See, I always have this notion that there's other people watching who are also smoking cigars, and we're having like a virtual communion with these people.
Well, I find when I'm by myself outside smoking, of course outside, all weather.
Well, if you smoke in the house, somebody would get really upset with you.
So outside, enjoying a cigar by myself. It's always nice to put YouTube on and find a nice cigar video to watch. And I figured, you know, doing something like this, a nice live, might entice someone to cut no light, as you say.
Cut no light. I think I got that from the Holt Cigars guys, but don't tell them that.
I like watching those guys. Yeah, good guys. Any cigar channel out there, it's a good cigar channel out there. That's what I say.
So there's something for you guys to think about. If you haven't already, subscribe. Check out our videos. Let us know what you think. Leave comments. We like comments.
We like comments.
I like comments.
We both answer to the comments.
He does most of it.
Well, and you do some, but you know, usually try to reply in such a way so you know it's me answering, or I believe you do the same. You put your name down there.
I use the 3-syllable words and people know it's me.
Just syllables, a good word. Three syllables. Isn't it funny how they said syllable? You know, it's very cut into 3 different parts. Did I mention this whiskey's really good?
I used a fun word at work today.
Tell me all about it.
I said non sequitur.
Non sequitur.
That's Latin.
Yeah.
Means doesn't belong. Right?
So sequitur, I would say sequence.
I was telling a story of something, and then I just threw in this other piece of information. And I there's a non sequitur for you. And then I walked into my office and closed the door. Just left those people to figure out what I was talking about.
Ponder. Oh, ponder doesn't work. It's only 2 syllables.
So
Not
if
a-
anybody's out there, feel free to leave comments. We'll chat with you.
Yeah. It's not a cloud in the sky right now.
Oh,
Get
that's
some-
another thing that's been bugging me lately.
What's been bugging you?
Well, I got this new computer at home, at work, right?
Right.
And in the bottom left corner, it's always giving me a weather report. It'll say mostly sunny or cloudy or whatever. And I'm like, what does that mean, mostly sunny? Does mostly sunny mean the same as partly cloudy?
I think they're covering their
And
bases there.
what the hell is the difference between mostly sunny and partly cloudy? Or
Well,
mix of sun and cloud. What does that mean?
how about chance of rain?
Well,
There's
no,
a mix of sun and
because
cloud with a chance of rain.
chance of rain is meaning there's a chance of rain. But what is the difference between partly sunny and mostly cloudy?
Doesn't
They sound to me like the exact freaking same thing.
I'm
So
gonna try to think of a longer word to describe the similarities of the two.
I don't understand meteorologists speak. The more I think about it, the more it makes no sense at all.
Nonsensical.
Nonsensical. It is completely nonsensical.
So yeah, this Rocky Patel vintage 2003 Cameroon.
African Cameroon.
Really enjoying this. I like the wrapper. To me, looks aged. Now I don't know if that's a 2003 wrapper, but look at the colors in there. You know, I'm really liking that.
Did I just get like a nice toasty, woody note out of the cigar?
I'm finding a little more strength to the flavor of the cigar. There was like that baking spice flavor, but I would agree there's more of a woody note coming in. Like it's a little bit stronger, not stronger in the sense that the spice is getting stronger, but there's the creaminess is given away to more of a woodiness, I'd say.
So it's a bit of a Frankenstein cigar, if you can call it that, because it's got that African Cameroon wrapper. There's a Nicaraguan binder, and then Dominican and Nicaraguan fillers. So
Just
like a
curious,
little piece of this, there, and
right.
all over. So I would call that. Doot, 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 doot. Should I answer the phone while we're live?
Well, if it's your daughter, you might embarrass her if we're having a live. So
well,
yes,
it just happens to be. So let's just say hello.
Hello. It's
Hi.
his daughter.
You're live. You're live on the All Weather Cigar Heads right
Say
now.
hi.
What? Oh, you're breaking up anyway. How come your connection's so bad?
Not me, it's you.
Not me. It's
I've
you.
heard that before.
Okay, have fun.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Well, isn't that nice? Your daughter calling you.
My daughter
and she
calls me.
normally calls you around this time every day. Probably driving home from work. or
Probably
something.
driving home from work, yeah. But she doesn't call me every day anymore. I don't know what she does with her time anymore. I get fewer
Maybe
and
because
fewer
you're
phone
getting
calls
too
from her.
busy smoking cigars and drinking a fine whiskey, you know.
She should have known better than to call on a Friday.
Maybe you should give her the schedule. Well, we don't have a schedule, but we'll give her one. Yeah, as I'd say we're getting into the, well, It was a fairly long cigar to begin with.
Oh, we're about midway
Yeah,
through
I'd
the
say
second third,
I was
I'd
going to
say.
say midway, but I am getting more of a wood note as opposed to the cream.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
And not that it's very pleasant still.
I'd say it's building in intensity.
Now, I don't know if vintage 2003 means it's a like a throwback flavor wise to something maybe they did in 2003 or
Or
you know,
whether the tobacco is from
right,
2003.
or a
That's what
commemorative
I was saying. If somebody can
cigar to
Google
that
that
date.
and comment,
That would be
that would
interesting,
be
yeah.
good because I'm too lazy to Google it
But
myself.
if it's something that was created in 2003 and we're smoking it now, that's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah.
Because what are we, 23 years later?
23 years, yeah.
That's interesting.
The cigar is like very well constructed. There's not a lot of prominent veins.
As far as
No
flavor notes,
touch-ups have been required. The burn line is fairly straight. The ash is holding together very well.
yeah,
Smoke production is good.
looks like a hand rolled cigar, not box pressed. I'm curious as to what the flavor notes that they recommend or that they put out there that you could be experiencing if you were to purchase a
I
cigar.
can read it if you want to.
I'm just curious what whether or not we're kind of head on with
So
what
I
we're
would say
experiencing.
we're in the second third now.
Yeah.
Second third profile deepens with notes of caramel, roasted coffee beans, and subtle nuttiness. So the subtle nuttiness is interesting because, I mean, we're calling it wood.
Yes.
But I mean,
I
you
was
could
thinking the same
easily
thing.
describe it as nuttiness.
Now I've had some nice, really fine Rocky Patel cigars. This one's, I'd say, is right up there. It's a very fine cigar.
I'm starting to get that baking spice again. The final third, spice returns gently,
Not quite up to the final
accompanied
third.
by
Yeah,
hints of cocoa and toasted wood, finishing smooth without harshness.
now the treat is about this live is that during the video, we only made it to maybe 1/3 of the cigar. Then we decided to do this live. So you're actually getting the continuation of what the flavor notes we talked about in the original video.
But if you want to hear my story, you have to tune into
It's a
our
good little story.
video.
Nothing wrong with that story.
I try to keep you entertained.
So I don't believe, well, maybe we did, but I haven't seen Mango travel behind us here on the camera. She's been hanging out up here with us, right by your side there.
Yep, she's doing her own little mango things now.
Yeah. But I think over time people are going to be looking for Mango in the video. Is what I'm thinking. So Friday evening, get together after work. Great way to finish the work week.
Yeah.
Heading into the weekend when it looks
Nothing
like,
better than finishing off with a glass of whiskey.
and a fine cigar and us getting together like this. Always great. We got looks like the weekend's going to be some fine weather as well. And really looking forward to it.
Yeah, time to cut the grass again.
Yeah, I'll have to do the same. But
Maybe wash the car.
I'm guessing I have less grass than you do to cut.
I don't know. Yeah, probably, but you have more obstacles to
I
turn
have
around.
obstacles, but that just means less grass.
So I bought one of those newfangled lawnmowers that don't require a cord to plug in.
Oh, like a battery powered lawnmower?
Yeah.
Now, I was looking at battery powered lawnmowers. We were at the store and we were trying to compare the differences. And I didn't realize that you could buy a battery powered lawnmower that's self propelled. To me, that seems interesting.
To me, that's the ultimate lazy. Like
Well,
you're pushing the lawnmower. Do you really need help? It's not that
yes.
hard.
I want to just steer the thing. I don't want to be pushing it. My snowblower is self-propelled.
So the thing is with the self-propelled lawnmower, you have the same battery that you would have in a lawnmower that you need to push.
Correct.
So what you're going to have with a self-propelled lawnmower is,
Less range.
yeah, you'll run out of juice sooner.
I figured that too, but like I said, I think we have a lot less square feet than you.
Yeah. But see what I found with mine, which I found kind of interesting, because it always took me a long time to cut the grass. And so when I bought this new lawnmower and I see I only have 55 minutes of battery life, I thought I was going to be cutting the backyard, taking a break to recharge the lawnmower, and then doing the front.
Right.
But it turns out that I save so much time without having to muck around with the cord that I get the lawn cut in like record time. I barely,
Nice.
I got plenty of battery life left. When
That's
I'm
nice.
done, it just
Yeah.
goes so much faster when I'm not dealing with an
So you could have
electrical
had a
cord.
self-propelled.
Yes, I could have had a self-propelled. But I have to draw the line at, my laziness somewhere.
Now, if I were to, I never had a self-propelled lawnmower, but my snowblower has gears and it drives. I just steer the thing. So I thought, well, I guess lawnmowers you just go in straight lines, but wouldn't it be nice to steer it as well?
Yeah, I guess. And then you just like walk along behind it.
Right.
And then just
Oh, we have a comment down here. Liz, do you have a better pooper scooper too?
Battery.
Oh, a battery pooper scooper.
Oh, that would have been fun. A battery pooper scooper.
Because you do have to contend with Mango's landmines.
My mango does not leave landmines. I'm just saying that right now.
I'll just say, now I contend with Mango's landmines.
That's not fair because I watched her poop before we left the house.
She likes to poop when she comes here.
She wasn't supposed to poop here.
Yeah.
She was supposed to be all done with her
Nothing
pooping.
wrong with pooping in here. She's welcome to poop here. Hey, Mango, you coming to see me? Yeah, you're a good dog. Hey? You gonna go walking behind us?
Yeah, this is a really enjoyable cigar.
Yeah, it is. I'm getting more of that woodiness now, like even more prominent than before. Woodiness or nuttiness. I guess that's something I got to think about. You know, I guess reading the flavor notes helps you, distinguish some of that. I mean, I've had some cigars where you get the cedar note, cedar wood or oaky kind of wood. Now this is something a little different, and maybe what I think is wood could be a nut flavor.
Yeah.
I don't know what your take on that is.
I mean, we've had cigars before too where you had like a lumber flavor, like walking through the Beaver lumber yard or something.
Yeah. or any lumber yard.
I like to be more descriptive in my telling.
Yeah, definitely. It's like a mild wood, like it's slight spice, baking spice. Very pleasant. Yep, Friday afternoon after work. Great way to wrap up the week. Get together, brothers getting together in
In
all
all
kinds of
kinds of
weather.
weather.
Of course, like I say, we did the fuller video in more in depth on this vintage 2003 Cameroon Rocky Patel. It what was that? What cut of cigar was that? It's a fairly long cigar.
Wow, I would say it's
Like
probably like a 55 ring gauge by,
had to be.
was it 7 inches?
It was pretty long. I don't know
I
if it
don't know
was
if it
7 inches
was
long.
quite 7
Maybe
inches.
6.
A good 6 inches
Yeah.
anyway.
It was a nice, good sized cigar. Yep. Nice cigar.
There's the dog. I see your tail.
That's what's nice about having the iPad out front. You know, we can see the comments and we can see the dog if she happens to, you know, bear us with her presence, grace us with her
Grace
presence.
us with her presence.
Well, what do you think? Wrap this up? Not too much activity in the comments
Not
tonight.
too much activity in the
But,
comments.
I hope that everybody's getting out there,
Enjoying their cigars
getting together,
in all kinds of weather.
and find yourself a nice whiskey to pair with the cigar, or any other pairings. I mean, there's lots of different pairings.
Coffee always works with a
Yeah.
cigar. Can't go wrong with a cup of
You know what?
coffee.
Coffee with this cigar in the early morning, I bet you would be quite pleasant.
Yeah, I bet it would.
It's not a mild cigar. It's not the mildest cigar I've ever had, but it's not a super strong cigar either. I'd say this is a good morning cigar with your coffee. But
Yeah,
anyway,
I would say so.
we're going to wrap it up here. Thanks for joining. If you're tuning in after the live here, after the live is posted, I should say. But yeah, just encourage you to get out there.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Enjoy the weather. Enjoy your cigar.
And we'll try to do this again. Like when we get together, maybe we'll throw the live on there. Try to give some notification, maybe ahead of time, in case. Well, if we're at each of our homes, we can certainly plan that.
Yeah.
But we'll see you on the next one.
Cheers.
Cheers.